Banba?
Banba lies there motionless, no response.
Maybe we could get her some tea. Tea always made him feel better. I'll get him some tea. And Aoife starts frantically, shakingly prepares tea the way Banba used to make it.
The one thing the professor asked me to do, and we failed to do it.
All I wanted to do is scare it off, got her killed.
What if we took him to the train and then use that to heal him? We'll be okay then, right?
Do I know that that's not gonna work?
Roll me intelligence, just straight intelligence.
Now I can roll.
You've remembered some document or some of the journal entries that the professor has that states once you guys go limp like this, electricity's beyond does not work. You do also recall that you guys have been known to rise up again after going still, inert like this. But it takes a little bit of time.
Four shakes his head, and no amount of power will heal a destroyed body. He'll be back once. I don't know when, though.
So, I think at this point we're going to go ahead and leave four Forsaken, Aoife, and Craig for a little bit. Banba.
Hello.
Your eyes open. Your body hurts. Or, as you kind of look around what you would assume is your body, it doesn't look like what you're used to. You look almost like you're made up completely of black smoke. Your neck, the pain radiating from your neck is almost unbelievable.
I start rubbing my neck, just reflecting on everything that just happened. It only took 10 minutes.
As you kind of look around, you're no longer in the manor.
What? Where am I?
You have no idea. You've never seen this location. It looks nothing like the city of Dublin, the country club, or anywhere you have ever seen on internet searches. It is a place of gray mist and gray trees.
Okay. Do I see anyone, or is it just an endless forest of mist and trees?
Forest isn't the correct term. The trees are very sparse. You can only see them as they tower above the mist. You can't see the tops of the trees, for it looks like they go into yet another layer of gray mist high above you. It is literally a field or a desert without sand, completely devoid of any sort of color or remarkable feature.
Okay. I take a look around. No buildings, no nothings, just me in the middle of a field. Okay.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Where is my wits? There it is. Come on, don't do that.
Now you start getting good rolls, of course.
Yeah, after I die, everything starts being happy-go-lucky.
Off in the distance, you're not 100% sure how far, but you do hear what sounds like running water. But outside of that, no, there's nothing you can recognize. There's no features to this area.
Okay. I've always wanted to jump in a river. I'm gonna head towards the water.
You don't know how long it takes you to get there. If you were to follow your internal clock, it feels like you've been walking for at least a week, if you were to go by your internal feeling. You don't feel tired, hungry, or thirsty, and the sound of the water is getting closer, so you know you are heading in the right direction. What exactly is going on in Banba's head?
That's a good question. The last thing he remembers was just that beast. Everyone's faces being slammed by that thing, or we just both fell to the ground and I couldn't move. That hurt. Everyone else is okay, but everyone else is not here. And where is the professor? He said he was supposed to... You said he was hurrying back. Right? And that magic lady. She said no one was there. But right after I left, right after she left, looked out the windows and that thing was there. Did she lie? He just starts shaking his head and just picking up the pace, now running to that river sound thing.
After, once again, it's essentially an indeterminate amount of time, you do come across this river. The water is unlike any water you have ever seen before. The best way to describe it is a condensed version of the gray mist that surrounds you. If it wasn't for the sound, it would almost be really hard to tell that it was running water of some sort, as it blends in with the gray dust of the ground.
Actually picturing this right now, this is kind of trippy. Why not? Just step in, jump in.
Alright. So, with that, we're going to go ahead and switch back to the rest of the throng. Aoife, the tea has finished.
Pour it into the cup and run over to Banba's body. Banba, I got the tea. The tea that usually you drink for you to feel better. And I kind of lift him, half body, I guess, and try to pour a little bit because I know it's hot, so into his mouth.
It slowly pours out of his mouth as he obviously can't swallow it.
Hmm. Banba? Hmm. Greg, what else do we do?
Craig is he's backed into a corner and kind of sat down, hugging his knees, realizing, or he's not getting up. He doesn't answer.
Forsaken is withdrawing into himself. Guilt. It's kind of getting at him.
Mhm.
And he feels that it was mostly his fault.
Let me check something real quick with Forsaken. I need to look at something. 4, give me a perception check, please.
Still can't roll? Shit.
Unfortunately, from your quick survey of the area, you can't see if either of the 2 other creatures are in the area.
Well, the wolves will come again. No need to go looking for them. I guess I go back inside and what's the best course of action? No, honestly, no. 4 doesn't have anything to go back inside. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start walking back to where I initially found the wolves. I'm bringing the totem with me.
Forsaken follows 4.
So you're following Forsaken?
Yes.
4, you eventually begin to hear footsteps behind you. As you turn, you see Forsaken following you.
I know not why you're following. This is not a smart idea. There's still 2 more of them. You don't need to lose 2 more people.
All the more reason not to go alone.
Very well. I cannot stop you, I suppose, but I don't know if it's a smart idea. I continue on my way.
What exactly is going through 4's head? Whether it be regarding what just happened to Banba or the apparent strength of the wolves or whatever he may actually be thinking.
What's going through my head right now is that no more blood needs to be shed. You know, eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. Of course, you know, I don't think that because that's like a metaphor. 4 doesn't understand those. 4 is just thinking enough. There's been enough bloodshed. Literally everything I end up involved in leads to people dying. This time it kind of like I wasn't blaming myself for the warehouse or the Abbey, but this time it kind of was my fault, wasn't it? Because I did bring them back here. No, 4 is gonna go track down the other 2. They're gonna get their stupid totem back. And if they come after us, they come after us. Hopefully my dice don't kill me this time. Hopefully, well, either 4 dies too, or we avenge Banba. Not a very silver-focused thing here. Apart from the whole "we're going peace." But I don't know if they're gonna accept peace, because one of their own is dead too.
Forsaken, can you give me a perception check, please?
Yep. Yay. 2.
It's not too long after you've left the manor grounds. You're probably roughly a mile, maybe a mile and a half away from the manor, heading towards Dublin, when you start picking up that you're being followed. Forsaken.
I inform for what I see, that I think we're being followed.
Does not surprise me. Do I see them after it's pointed out, or...
You don't see them, you more hear what sounds like the padding of a creature on 4 legs. A couple of minutes go by before a wolf pops out from the brush and sits down in front of both of you with its head cocked to one side.
Alright, Wolf. I know not what you know, if you know anything of what has recently happened. But enough of this. I'm going to take the totem out, and I'm gonna just look at it and think, and say, I just wanted to know what this was. Enough bloodshed has been spilt already over this. Take it. It's useless. You can't reply to me, I know. Unless you shift out of your wolfen form, but...
The wolf steps forward, and as he steps forward, he does begin to shift back into a human shape. He picks up the totem and stares at it, and he goes, I was not there for what happened. I felt it, though. Much like I'm sure you feel something. He kind of looks at the totem. He was over-eager. He did not know his place. If you wouldn't have dealt with him, we would have. He kind of eyes the totem and then looks up at you.
Then it's done. You won't give me information. I don't want it anymore from you. It's a path. This particular path is only putting my own siblings in danger, and I'm not gonna do that again.
My kind, he kind of looks at the totem. My kind is given to rage. You saw that. We felt it. We were far enough away not to give into it ourselves. I know not what information you wanted, nor do I necessarily care. We will both go and mourn our losses separately. It is likely better for us to stay clear of each other. For we are both pained by loss, it seems. And I cannot be certain we will not give way to our rage again, should we see each other again. And he pockets the totem and begins to walk down the road towards Dublin.
Shame, knowledge has to bring violence. Well, whatever. It's dealt with. Now what?
Forsaken, what is going on in your head at this time?
I'll be honest, Forsaken was kind of hoping there would be a confrontation. He's still pretty guilty. Doesn't feel like he basically himself hadn't tried to scare away the Banba. Kind of going along with our hope of werewolf now. Now that they have seemingly spared him, doesn't really know what to do.
Is 4 heading back towards the manor at this point, or...
Let's see. Does 4 grieve? Well, no amount of mourning is gonna bring Banba back. So as rude as it is, I guess I continue along my previous path of trying to understand the artifacts. So I guess I go back towards the motel with the lighter and see if I can get any answers there.
Does Forsaken continue to follow 4, or...
Forsaken continues to go with 4. Still trying to help out the best that he can.
Greg?
Yep.
What's going through his mind right now as he... You said he's essentially in the fetal position in the corner?
Essentially. Well, sitting up in the fetal position.
Yeah.
He is seriously regretting his actions. He thinks it was a dumb move. He shouldn't have done that. He hurt his friend, hurt his family. And that's just going over and over in his mind.
Aoife?
Aoife stands up and she starts looking for her cell phone and is trying to call the professor and runs over to the books. Yeah, so she's dialing the professor right now. And she's looking through the books, not knowing exactly what she's looking for. She understands death in a human standpoint, but she doesn't understand death for our kind. So she's very much in denial right now that Banba's not dead. Like, this isn't happening. There has to be something. There's got to be answers. So she's looking through the books for answers.
All right, so as you dial the professor, it rings a couple of times before the line clicks and you hear a voice. Roll me a perception check. You hear a voice on the phone that is not the professor. Hello, who is this?
Well, you're not. Who are you?
Usually the person who calls gives their name first. 'Tis only proper phone etiquette.
Well, yeah, but I was calling father, and you're not him, so it's okay for me to ask that question because you're not the person I was calling.
Father. Interesting. Well, I guess it would be rude of me since I'm not your father. My name is Malcolm. Malcolm Guinness. I believe you've caused me quite a bit of trouble here lately. So, I have taken the liberty to cause you some trouble. You hear what sounds like the phone being moved, air brushing over it. You hear Malcolm's voice again, but this time it seems further away. You just hear him say the word, "Speak." And that's when you hear the professor's voice. Hello?
Father?
Aoife? Stay away, run away, and then with that you hear a loud smacking sound. And then Malcolm's voice gets a lot closer to the phone. You will meet me on my terms if you want him alive, and you will bring the girl as well.
No. Which girl?
The one that you stole from us. We're not done with our experiments on her.
I look over at Kira, who was hiding behind a chair.
You will come to our lodge. I will send you a message via this phone regarding the address. You will meet us tomorrow, and we will settle this.
And if we don't,
Well, after we've extracted what we were originally trying to get from your father, we'll kill him. And we'll make sure that you witness it. And then we will come for each and every one of you. Slowly but surely. One right after the other. I will make sure you watch. Each one of you will watch as your friends, your family are pulled limb from limb. We may even make you eat their limbs. Depends on how we're feeling that day.
why are you doing this? I don't even know who you are.
You will know the fury of the Abbey. And then the line clicks. After a few seconds, the phone dings with a text message that gives an address somewhat outside of Dublin. The phone dings a second time. This is a picture. It is a picture of the professor being tied down to what almost looks like a hydraulic press machine.
Aoife's looking around, trying to get her thoughts together, and they're racing like 100 miles per hour at this point. She's feeling loss, grief, anger, confusion. She's not really knowing what to do at this point except help! Somebody come in the room! Somebody!
Craig, you are able to hear that, just so you know.
Huh? What's happening?
I saw, out of game, I saw 4 and Forsaken go outside?
Yeah, you saw when they left.
Okay. I grab Craig by the arm, and I give a look at Kira. You stay behind that chair, okay? Don't come out yet until I say so.
She nods, you know.
And then I quickly go outside and look around to see where I can see Forsaken and 4 while still grabbing onto Craig's arm.
Craig is letting himself be dragged.
Forsaken and 4, they don't seem to be on the immediate premises. They have traveled a little bit of a distance in the time frame. If you ran up, you could probably catch up to them, though.
I frantically move forward, and I yell out their names. 4, Forsaken, 4!
Could you two both give me a perception check? Not you and Aoife. I mean Forsaken and 4.
If it's anything like any of my other rules, I ain't hearing them.
Well, 4, you definitely hear them. Forsaken, you really hear her.
I turn around.
After a couple of minutes, Aoife, you see Aoife running up the path, dragging Craig along with her.
So I run up to them, and I kind of position Craig next to 4, kind of having them lined up in front of me. And I take a deep breath. And I look at every one of them. I know a lot of bad things are happening right now. I don't know about Banba. But I got a hold of him, and he's in trouble. I don't know exactly what's going on or what trouble he got himself into, but he's in trouble, and we lost someone very close to us, and I don't know what we have to do, but we gotta do something. I tried calling Father to see how exactly death affects us. I know we try to be human, but we're not exactly human. So I wanted to ask him if death is the same for us or if it's different. But somebody else answered the phone. He said Malcolm Guinness? I don't know if he's not friends with Father, but he answered the phone and he gave it to Father, and Father said to run. He didn't sound right. He said to run away, but he sounds like he's in trouble. And this Guinness guy, he said we have. And I kind of trail off, and I look at 4. The Guinness guy said to bring Kira because he wasn't done experimenting on her. And if we don't bring her, he's gonna do a lot of bad things to both Father and us.
Well, we can do the smart thing and run, or we could go there and fight.
Forsaken's voice is choked with rage. I'm not running.
Well, how much more blood will have to be shed?
I don't want to lose the professor.
Well, Well, we were given no time frame. However, even when I was given a time frame, it meant nothing, apparently. I suggest perhaps we find some electricity to restore the pipes. We'll need it. And then we need to figure out where we need to go. Figure out what we can learn about the place. Figure out what kind of a trap we're walking into.
I'm sorry, are you still talking out of game or in game?
I guess in game, admittedly, that was. Yeah, so 4 is going to find electricity. He needs his pyros back. He wants his pyros back. Other people expended their pyros. If they want to follow, they can follow. I'm going to find some electricity to eat.
Yeah, Forsaken's gonna have to break off and raid a string of vet clinics.
Craig is also gonna look for some electricity.
Can Zika not get pyros back through electricity? Do they have to get it back through radiation?
It has to be radiation.
That sucks.
Plus, I'm still carrying around like all that bashing damage that I had before.
Is Aoife going to go with Craig and 4 because she also expended pyros?
And I can only get it back through electricity, right?
Yes.
When we're recharging like that, I'm assuming the veil goes down.
Yes.
I'm trying to think what to do about Kira. Alright. And then knowing what she is, she still shouldn't see any of us with our veil down.
I mean, she's already inflicted with this, the maximum disquiet she can have without there being a wasteland. So it's still not a great idea, but it's not gonna do further harm, so to speak, outside of her being terrified of what you look like.
Which she gets over it in a bit. I'll let the guys go first to heal up, and then watch over Kira. Obviously, do something with Banba's body. And once they come back, I'll go heal, and Forsaken and Four can watch over Kira.
Alright, so the trading of the guard happens without a hitch. The house is the manor is very, very somber feeling when anybody steps into it. Banba is laid across one of the few remaining couches that is intact. Aoife, do you tell Kira anything about what's going to happen?
So I pick her up and I sit her on my lap.
She clings to you softly. You can feel her body shake.
Kira, a lot of bad things happened tonight or today.
You can feel her nod against your chest.
I know to you, they're all kind of scary, like robots or things from movies. But to me, they are family and they are all I got. And you're now my family too. And some really tough choices are gonna happen. Do you remember those bad people that took you?
She looks up at you and nods. Her eyes are already red and puffy. She's been crying for a while, you can tell.
Well, those bad people, unfortunately, we didn't get rid of them. They're still there. And when I tried calling my father to get some info on Banba, they now know that we have you. And apparently, they want you back. But you know what? You want to know what Forsaken said when I told him that they have our father? He said he's not backing out of a fight. And when that big bad furry thing was attacking Banba, all of us felt, I think, scared. but none of us back down. So they're scary, but we're not backing down. And we're gonna try to save Father, and I'm gonna try really hard to make sure that you're okay. I don't know how. I don't know what we're gonna do yet, but we're gonna do something. Okay?
She doesn't seem to be able to speak, but she just kind of nods and buries her face into you.
I kind of shift my body a little so she can look at me, and I make the rock, paper, scissor motion.
You can see she tries to laugh, but her body's kind of refusing to do it. The night passes uneventfully. Everybody has gone to the train station and restored their pyros. Aoife and Craig, please take the Degast condition.
Yep. Again.
Forsaken returns a little bit later in the morning, having been able to find a way to extract radiation. It is at this point, while everybody is kind of gathered in the living room, Banba's body shoots up.
I freeze.
Banba, your chest hurts. Your neck hurts. Your body hurts. When somebody, all of a sudden just jolts up out of a nightmare, how they sit up.
Ah, okay. Okay, I'm still burned and crisp. I'm crisp right now, aren't I?
You're in a lot of pain. The last thing you remember is diving into that gray, smoky river, and then when you went to come out of it, that's when you sat up.
Ow. 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 I start looking around. I see all of them. Ow.
I put Kira to the side and I run over to hug Banba. Banba, you're okay. Did the tea work? Were you just sleepy? Did you pretend to die? What happened? I made you tea just the way you said it because I thought maybe it was helping, but did it help? Did it help?
Yeah? I just looked at everyone. Ow! What happened?
Why are you saying ow?
Everything hurts. I remember electricity, and then growling, and then nothing. What happened? Where's the dog? Where's the wolf?
Dead.
Good. Oh, good. Good. Happy to see all of you. Most definitely. I don't have any hair on my head, do I?
You're alive!
You have a shiny head. Just like me. And
And just so you know, so you can mark your health appropriately, you are completely full of aggravated damage except for the very last box, which has no damage in it.
Oh, okay. So I guess I did all that crossing off wrong.
Yeah, you return basically with 1 HP left.
Oh wow.
Because
Okay.
it's based off of your Azoth.
Cool. Ow.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna go eat some electricity to feel better. I was just waiting for everybody else to come back to watch over Kira. There's so much we need to tell you. I know you were only sleeping for a little while, but I called the professor and something bad happened.
Something bad. What else happened?
Well, I think I could fill you in when we go get food. Like our kind of food.
Yeah. I look for my walking stick, and I'm gonna use the extra help.
I kind of shrug over your arm so you can like lean on me as well.
Thank you. Okay, he's just adrenaline and panic and fear and confusion is just running through his mind right now. Just staring at everyone and also confusion.
So, as Aoife and Banba make the journey to the train station, what is everybody else doing?
I am preparing a shit ton of weaponry.
Craig is he's looking for a way to help instead of hurt in the professor's books.
Aww, Craig.
I look up the address. I need technical information.
Give me computer plus intelligence.
Oh, that's not very good.
You're able to find floor plans of the location.
You have just finished listening to this week's chapter of Promethean the Created, 2nd edition, Fading of the Spark, part of the Domain Gaming's Contagion Anthology, written and told by Wyverian. A special thanks to you, the listener. If you wish to continue supporting us, subscribe, like, and share. And as always, comments are welcomed. Until the next chapter, don't stop asking yourself, what does it really mean to be human?